And one, two.
Staring out the window, watching the clouds go by. Tyler's in the bag, getting high. And Paul's at the steering wheel, I don't know where we are. Well, it doesn't matter anyhow. No, the only thing that matters is a lovely glitter clatter clanging underneath our seats. Never heard a sound so sweet. We're all in this together, love and happiness forever. Every word will tell the story about the trip we made to the Lord. Downhill with the wind, we can cruise about 59. But this ain't a race, so that's fine. So, a part horse, part house, all duct tape, hell on wheels. This has gotta be how freedom feels. Oh yeah. The only thing that lasts beyond the shadows that we pass is just the smell of oil and gas, and out of half an ounce of mass. We're all in this together, love and happiness forever. Every world will tell the story about the trip we made to the Lord. My head out the window, think I'm gonna swallow the fly. Swallow the fly. Tyler's in the back getting high. It's a orange rusty microbus come busting down Interstate 5. It's a damn good day to be alive. Oh yeah. The only thing that matters is the lovely glitter clatter clanging underneath our seats. Never heard the sound so sweet. We're all in this together, love and happiness forever. Everywhere we'll tell the story about the trip we made to the Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen of Google+, it's my great pleasure to introduce you to Hey Marco of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yo, yo, what up?
This is their first Hangout on air, and I believe they're all new to Google+ as well. So hop in the comments and give them a warm G+ welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, we're really glad to have you. Hey, everybody, this is Christine DeGraff with My Music Hangout, and I'm proud to present to you today Hey Marco from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Thanks so much to Chris Foote from Ars Nova who introduced them. And hey, everybody, how are you today?
We're doing fantastic. Thanks for having us.
Good, good. You're welcome. How about some introductions? Tell me who everyone is and how long you've been together and all of that stuff.
Does everybody have microphones, or we all right?
We have one microphone.
Peter.
I will introduce the rhythm section here. I'm Pete Muszkiewicz. I've been the drummer in this operation. My partner in crime on the bass here is Jake Krull, and Chase Jackson on the guitar. And, we get to bask in the glory of these fine singers out front.
That's funny. This is my longtime friend and a great singer, Nathan Potts, and Julie Johnson. She enjoys being the only girl in the band, and we enjoy that too. And my name is Mark Jackson.
Awesome. No, I definitely get it with the only girl thing. I hang around with a lot of guys too, so. So we have some people in the live audience. I want to shout them out. We have Michael Thomas, and he says it sounds great. So
Awesome.
he's out there in the
Awesome.
audience.
Thank you.
Dave Pipe he says that sounded good. So Rosalind Clayton, she says, sounds great and looking oh so good.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's good to see some people here today. I invited a couple of musicians to come in the backstage and help with the sound check and everything, but I think everybody is outside today, so it's just going to be us.
All right. Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous out. But,
It is. It really is. Yeah, so we wanted to have you on about 2 weeks ago, but there were some problems with Hangouts, and they have been resolved, thank goodness.
Yeah,
So we're glad to have you. And you have an album coming up, is that right?
we do. It's called Hey Marco, Give Love.
Awesome.
And it looks like this. Wait, that one.
Vanna White up front.
And that song that you just played, was that off that album?
It is.
And
Yeah, all the songs we'll be playing today are from this album. This is our first album together, and these are all songs by the man in charge, Mark. And we just put it out end of November.
Yeah. We have an official CD release party live at Speakeasy Lounge in Grand Rapids next weekend on the 9th.
Oh, awesome. So what was the name of that song, and tell me what it was about?
The song's called Glory, and it's actually from a musical that I sort of been writing for a while. I don't know if I'll ever finish it, but it's about these a group of friends who they go on a trip to Mexico on a trip of sort of self-discovery, and they, it's a typical musical where they find things out about themselves and their friendships are tested through the whole experience, and they come out changed at the end. So this song Glory is in the van on their way down to Mexico in this old rusty microbus.
That sounds fun. So you're writing a musical?
You could say that, yeah.
And you've been in a few musicals, I believe?
Yeah, I have been in a musical or two, yeah, most notably in the Broadway production of Rent, playing Tom Collins. I did that for a few years, 3 or 4 years.
Awesome. Well, we have
And
more
now-
people in the audience out there. Bethany, she says it's a good balance.
Oh, good.
Yay.
We trust Bethany. We know her.
That happens to be my wife.
Yeah. Yeah, so we
Got
know
a few
she's
plants
telling
out
the
there.
truth.
I love that
Very
she's got
smart.
the apple picture up there too.
Well, what are you playing for us next?
We're going to play a few more tunes from the record,
Okay,
if that's okay with you.
sounds great.
All right. What are we going to start with here? Oh, a little reggae tune. This one's called Lovejoy. All right. I'm really loving having you around. You help me lay my heavy load upon the ground. You pick me flowers from a garden that abounds with love, joy, and a happiness together found. Somehow words cannot express feelings of love, joy, and happiness. Sometimes there's no point to try, and if there are no words, then why not go shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-ba-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Somehow words cannot express, no, 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 feelings of love, joy, and happiness. Love, joy, and happiness. Sometimes there's no point to try, and Why? If there are no words, then why not go shoot?
Next up, we got a song. These songs are mostly about love, not all of them, but they the whole album is surrounding just being loving. You know, even if a song is not about love, it's from a loving perspective. You know, take the positive choice. But this is another love song, little simple thing called "Your Smile," based on well, you'll see, it's really based on Motown. So you'll see.
Turn away some warm embraces, 'cause no other one replaces.
All I have to do is see your beauty looking back at me. No,
It's not your style, baby, it's your mind. It's about your smile. Wake up to it every morning. Picks me up when I'm forlorn. When you smile, the sun comes pouring.
all I have to do is see your beauty looking back at me. No,
It's not your style,
baby, it's your smile.
it's your smile. It's your smile.
Looking back at me.
It's your smile.
If you show me it's your smile that's in my dreams.
It's your smile.
When the sun beams,
It's your smile.
the world is
It's your smile.
it's your smile.
It's your smile.
Every time looking back at me.
It's your smile.
It's the thought that you set me free. It's your smile. When the sun beams,
It's your smile.
That song's fun to play. All right, so one more song for you. This is another song that's from the same musical, But it actually wasn't written for that music. It was written in the days after September 11th. I was living in New York, actually doing the show Rant, when September 11th happened. And I was sort of stuck on that island. The island was closed down. You couldn't get on or off. And I felt like I had to do something. I actually tried to give blood, but there were so many people giving blood that they weren't even taken anymore. So I just wanted to do something. So I just wrote down my thoughts, and it came out into this song. It's called Crazy World. It's a crazy world. Crazy. It's a crazy world. Crazy. Everything's turning around. There isn't any stable ground. As soon as you settle down, you lose the thing that you have found. And when you try to go ahead with it, you're deep on the toe. It's such a crazy world. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy world. So crazy. It's a crazy world. Crazy. Things used to be so clear, more confidence with every year. Ooh, hate could be so near, but we refuse to live in fear. Straight ahead, never waver, do it on your favor. We are living in such a crazy world. Those are just a few of the songs that are on the record of 11. Thanks.
That was a crazy song.
It's, yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I can only imagine, I mean, most of us remember that day, and most of us were watching on TV, at the very least, I can't even imagine. I guess, you did feel like doing something, but what could you do? So, definitely.
Exactly.
So probably, I mean, how did it feel to write that? Was that kind of like a little bit,
It felt...
cathartic, or?
No, it felt good. I felt like you said, there's not a whole lot I could do, but what I can do is make music and make art, make poetry, and it's a song of defiance. It's not angry. It doesn't feel angry, but it's live your life. The thing to do in the face of these people who, for whatever reason, are doing this to us. The thing to do is just go live your life. Go out and have a ball. I think that's the best thing to do. And it made me feel validated and, like I said, my piece.
Awesome. So tell me where everyone is from, how long you've been together, and, how often do you practice?
The band's been together since, I think, 2007. It didn't start out exactly with this configuration, but this group has been together for 5 years. How long have you been with us? Gone on 6 years. So yeah, Julie joined us about a year into the project, and we've been together since. We rehearse every week. It's a kind of a religious thing, and not just because it's on Sunday either that we rehearse, but the band guys, especially the band guys, and I, we get together every week, and it's a serious time to get stuff done, but it's also bonding time, but we bond around the actual work of the music, and the singers and I will get together on lesser occasions, but it's the same thing. We get together and pound stuff out, and that's the joy in it.
Do you play around the area? Do you tour at all?
We do. We play quite. We're about to start a pretty long stretch of playing quite a bit. Like I said, we're playing on May 9th at the Speakeasy Lounge in Grand Rapids. That's the CD release party. But then the next weekend, we're playing a gig at River City Saloon, and that's a cover gig. So we're playing all nights of dance music, top 40 covers, rock and roll, Michael Jackson, And let's see, we are playing at Whiskey River Saloon, I think, in June. We're playing Festival Grand Rapids, which is a huge, there's like 500,000 people who come downtown. We're playing that in June. And we're playing our first time in Detroit in July, at the end of July, at a place called the Old Miami, right on the campus of Wayne State University. So we're real excited to bust into that market. And those are just a few of the dates. We have a bunch of stuff coming up. It's on our website, heymarcomusic.com. The schedule is there. We're on Facebook with Hey Marco Music. So.
And I want to add, like Mark said, we have our cover gigs and we have our original gigs, and it's such a thrill to have the album out so that we can share our songs with people. Because, when you're playing at a bar or a club, people dance to stuff they've heard before. They're not, they'll be polite if you play one of your songs, but we're really excited to get people knowing our music, singing along with our music, dancing along with our music, and that's a whole nother ball game, and it's really exciting. One other thing, I like to talk. No, just Mark was saying how on Sundays it's usually the instrument players that get together, but you should see the looks on our faces every time we get the vocalist, the two other vocalists in to rehearse, because Mark's got this vision in his head. He's a master of vocal arranging, and we don't always get to see everything that's going on in there. That's kind of like the band name to me. It's like, hey Marco, are you gonna let us in on this vision or something?
Is that how you came up with the band name? You just kept asking them, hey Marco, what's going on?
It's something that made more sense after we decided on it, I think. Yeah. But yeah, it's almost like Mark's just, he's got all this stuff. He's got all this, the wheels are turning, and we're just like, hey, let's do this out in the world, and it takes time. But anyway, every time we get the whole vision with all the voices on and everybody has their part, we just kind of look up at each other and we're like, wow, that's what we sound like.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty incredible because I never came from any kind of background doing this before. So Mark has challenged me so much vocally, and I think I've grown leaps and bounds since I first started this.
Yeah.
And I don't read music; I have to hear it. And so he's really been patient at times, but he's taught me a ton. And so I'm just thankful and I'm grateful that I have grown as a singer through this process.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's great. It's a family.
Sometimes it's, hey, Marco, back off.
Right. You know, I do have a vision, and part of that is that the vocals are another instrument, and they're used as such. And yeah, it's just not efficient to have the vocalist there while the band is rehearsing, and vice versa. It's a whole different process, so they don't really get to see. And I'll be, playing along and be like, "There's vocal stuff here. You just got to trust me." And it is in my head. And when we get together, even for me, it's like, oh, cool, yeah, that is how I wanted it to sound. So.
So you do most of the writing?
I do most of the writing, and many of the songs we started out with were songs I wrote many years ago, but I do continue to write. But Peter's been writing, and he's written a few songs that we're going to record on our next EP that's coming out. And, I challenge the guys to write. I don't think that, my songs are necessarily the best ones, and, even Chase is doing a little bit of writing. He's kind of starting to. We haven't sung his songs yet, but he's working on it, and so, yeah. It's me mostly, but I'm trying to encourage these guys to write. And Peter's doing a great job writing songs. I'm really excited about some of the new stuff he's got coming on.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I was a little jealous watching him play the drums. He was totally just getting into it so much. I was like, that looks like so much fun.
It's not my fault I play the most fun instrument ever.
He's my oldest son's drum teacher too, so that's pretty cool.
I'm indoctrinating him.
Exactly.
There's a special place in heaven for parents of drummers.
Absolutely.
For sure. And tuba players, but mostly drummers.
That's funny. So what kind of music influences did you guys have growing up, and do you have as a group?
Well, okay, as a group, I guess, just collectively, I think Steely Dan is probably the band we probably identify with the most.
Can't really talk about Hey Marco without mentioning Steely
Yeah, it's a huge influence harmonically and lyrically, and as far as the way the arrangements are played. But actually, Nathan and I met a few years ago, and we were in a vocal group called Shades of Blue, and it was vocal jazz, which is it's pretty hard. It's pretty difficult stuff to sing. You got to have really, really good ears to be able to sing these close harmonies, with people. So he and I sort of got our basic music education together, and it just so happens that at different times, all of these people, except for Julie, I think, have been in that group in one form or another. And there's a director. His name is Dwayne Davis. He's still alive, so his name still is Dwayne Davis, who sort of we all connected around. And this person is very eclectic. So just for example, I just sang in an opera this last weekend, and I do that, from time to time. And I have a degree in jazz studies, so I sing straight up jazz gigs. We
did Eagles last summer.
We did an Eagles show. We did a whole Steely Dan show. We've done that a few times. So other musical influences. It's all the top 40 pop stuff. That the Michael Jackson stuff is the best stuff on earth. So
lots of R&B when I grew up. I think you too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And especially, I think of us. Somebody was asking us on Meerkat, like, what's our music? What style do we play? I think we're like pop with harmony. We gravitate toward pop songs with cool chords in them. So like the Quincy Jones produced Michael Jackson stuff, and the Steely Dan, and anything that's got something you can dig into harmonically. And we're a groove band too, for sure. So that's kind of, to me, we're R&B based, because everything we play has a really groove base.
Hey, we finally figured that out. All right.
Yeah.
Earlier we were talking. We were like,
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. That's how we describe it.
We are accepting descriptions, though.
Yeah.
We have a couple of comments here. Michael Thomas, he said, influenced by Steely Dan, impressive.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, man.
Eddie Conlon, he's a musician. He's in the house. He says, yep, original music is important because creating is in the nature of an artist, but it's wise to toss the crowd a cover now and then.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And we have, let's see, Lauren Thomas. She said, sounds great. She can't wait to perform with you.
Yeah, she's playing on that gig with us on the 9th in our CD release. It's a dual CD release concert. Their band is called Full Catastrophe, and they have an album called Century that's out. So we're releasing those two together. So that's Lauren. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, Lauren. Have you played with Ars Nova yet?
We've not. So that's to come.
Awesome. And whose house are you in right now? Are you in a house?
Yeah, we're in my house.
Do you have neighbors?
I do, and they're almost all like over 70, so
wow.
It should be interesting to see if I have any complaints after this. I didn't warn anybody, but.
Do you usually practice somewhere else?
We usually practice at my house, right in my living room, and I live like in the city, in a very dense part of the city. So my neighbors, I mean, like we said, we've been doing this for like 6 or 7 years, so they pretty much just look forward to rehearsal. They can sing the songs, and they're like, yeah, I was sitting by the window listening to you guys rehearse the other day. You were jamming. I'm like, all right, girl, you go ahead.
They haven't formed a mob yet.
I would love to have some neighbors that were musicians. That would be great. Do you want to play a couple more songs?
Yeah, let's play some more songs. These are, I think, these are a little bit more mellow songs. We played some of the heavier stuff that's on the record. These are a little bit more chill. This first song is called Coke and Lime Back. And my favorite drink in the world is Jameson Irish Whiskey. And this song is actually, a stylized version of an actual morning after drinking. So, Coke and Lime Back. I was out late again. It's just before 10 in the morning, and I don't recall when or how I got this party home. Somebody had a good time, Jameson with Coke and lime. As I stumble in and head towards the bath down the hall, to pay for my sin and fall asleep against the wall. Against the wall. I wish I hadn't had such a good time with Jameson and Coke and lime. Sweet dreams.
pumping lead. My head is beginning to pound. The world's turning red, but at least it's not spinning around. Sometimes I have to time with Jameson, Coke and lime. Jameson with Coke and lime. Sometimes I have to time with Jameson, Coke and lime. Jameson with Coke and lime.
All right, so there's another kind of song in that same vein of mellowness. This one's very jazz-based. It's not jazz. I don't think it's jazz because there's not a lot of improvisation in it. It's a pop arrangement, and we pretty much do it the same way, although I do a little bit of improv in it. But, you know, people call it jazzy. Let's try it. This is about being loving towards a person who many of us would just dismiss as nuts. Betty Jane was insane. She did things that you would never imagine could ever be done. She went down into town, right down to the river, took all her clothes off right there in the sun. Nobody pays Betty Jane too much attention, better to leave well enough alone. See, Betty Jane knew the secret all of us would give every penny we had to know. Betty Jane played the game, she made up the rules as she went along. Doesn't matter who played, knock her down, she'll rebound, get back up and smile and be more outrageous next time around. Cause Betty Jane found the secret no one else would ever imagine could ever be found. It seems so simple to Betty, it's just Betty Jane knew the secret to happiness. Betty Jane is quite sane. It is we who are crazy, running around trying to fix everything. Can't relax, must attack everything that's different. We got to learn just to let it be. Now and again we do get it right, but not often. Only our Betty has that kind of luck. She knows the secret to happiness. It's no secret. Oh, Betty Jane doesn't give up. Yeah, we don't play that one too often, but it's fun. All right, we got time for another song, or?
Yep, sure do.
All right, what do we got here? Oh, Rain. All right. Sure. Love song. The other side of love. The part that hurts.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
You in my life. I don't wanna speculate, sit around and ruminate. Every time I take a bait, oh, I make me wait. You know what would be really great if I didn't have to wait in the middle of the pouring rain. But oh, how I love you. And oh, how I want you in my life. I really need to separate, give in and accept my fate. Though I cannot really say that I believe that it's too late. I've already opened the gate, so I let my feelings permeate while I'm out here in the pouring rain. But oh, how I love you. Oh, how I want you in my life. In the middle of the pouring rain, only for you and I'll remain. In the middle of the pouring rain, baby, baby, if I could communicate, oh, a chance to negotiate, I can make you moderate and maybe even consecrate. Until then I anticipate a day that I don't have to wait in the middle of the morning rain. But oh, how I love you. And oh, how I want you in my life. Oh, how I love you. How I love you. And oh, how I want you in my life.
think that was my favorite one so far.
What's that?
I think that was my favorite song so far. I really like that.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Chase on the guitar.
Seriously.
Definitely.
Yeah, we let him loose every once in a while.
I'm going to read off some comments here. We got Eddie Conlon. He says, tight harmonies, sweet melodies.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
Albert Spotting said, this is a nice Sunday showcase.
All right, thanks, Albert.
Thank you.
Michael Thomas said, your originals are pretty powerful.
All right.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like this smiley face too.
Lauren Thomas said, Coke and Limeback, her favorite song. But then when you just played this one, she says this is another favorite of hers. She gets these songs stuck in her head.
Nice.
We'll pay you later, Lauren.
Yeah, seriously. You're already on the show, Lauren. You're good.
Eddie says your neighbors must be a bunch of cool old cats, and we're probably dancing as you play.
I know.
We'll get a jitterbug in there for him.
Hey, you should ask them sometime if there's certain songs that they're dancing to more than others.
Do you youngsters know a foxtrot?
These people aren't too old, but some of these others.
Right.
All right. Yeah. So we've alluded to the kind of music that we play, the style. How would you describe it? More of that. Somebody tell us.
Tell us.
Yeah, seriously, because it really is actually hard when you write music that's not in any one particular clear style.
Right.
It's hard to describe what it is yourself because it just comes out of you. So yeah, seriously, give us some feedback. If it confirms what we already think, that's great. But I want to know what you guys think.
I'm gonna have to go with what Eddie says, jamming. I mean, you guys were jamming just then. That was awesome.
Thanks.
So you wrote some jingles before for MTV, Nickelodeon, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't create them, but I sang on them. Yeah.
Oh, you sang them, okay.
Yeah, in New York. Yeah.
Anything we might recognize?
Probably not. These are so many. This is in the mid '90s, so if you were watching Nickelodeon and heard any of the little vocal things, in the little commercials and the little lead-ins and stuff that were like oohs and ahs. I mean, it was just kind of stuff, just noise.
Since I was in my 20s in the 90s, I hope I wasn't watching Nickelodeon.
Depends on how late at night.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was so long ago.
Eddie, I think it was Eddie that said it's nice to throw a cover in once in a while.
Yeah.
Should we just keep on playing our own songs, or do you guys want to hear?
Yeah, do you want to hear a cover?
I think you wanted to hear a cover.
You want to do?
We do a mashup.
Let's do a mashup. Let's do "Rollin' and Crazy."
All right, cool. So this was one thing we like to do is to kind of connect the dots with songs. So like, if we hear a little mashup, I'm kind of I got the bug, and now I can't hear a song without wanting to like mix it in with something else. So we've got a bunch like this, but this was the first one the band learned, and we call it "Rollin' in the Crazy."
Let's try it.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your shit bare. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the thing that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. Scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. cold. But I've heard one on you, and I'm gonna make your head turn. Think of me in the depths of your despair, making a home down there as mine sure won't be shared. Eyes of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. Eyes of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling.
And baby, I'm crazy. Baby, I'm crazy. Baby, I'm crazy. Possibly. I remember when I lost my mind. And there was something so special about that day. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. Oh, no. And when you're out there without a care, yeah, I was out of touch. Well, the birds are because I didn't know enough. Wow, I knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. And I know that you were having the time of your life, but think twice. That's my only advice.
We could have had it all, rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside your head, but you played it with the beat. Throw your soul through every open door. Count your blessings to find what you look for. Turn my sorrow into treasure. Pay me back in kind and reap just what you sow.
Come on now, who do you
Could've had it all.
Bless my soul. You better think that you're in control.
It all. We
Well,
could've had it all. Only you You had my heart just like to the beat. That's Pete's Mashup.
That was awesome. I only have one thing to say is move over, Adele. Julie, you're freaking awesome.
I don't think she has to worry about quitting her day job.
She's our secret weapon.
I'd say so.
That's the fun of the cover gigs, is that, you know, on Mark's tunes, you know, they're Mark's tunes. He's got to sing them. So when we get to, you know, when we do a cover gig, then Nathan and Julie, you know, everybody gets to be lead singer. We have 3 lead singers on those gigs. And
Even Peter does a Sugar Ray tune. What's that tune? Someday?
Oh,
Someday.
yeah.
Remember that tune? When the eyes of a...
And we
Peter
even,
does that.
and Chase is our resident rapper.
Right.
So he gets to do the sublime verses and things like that. And Chase and I share a little bit on this little rock and roll medley. So we all get our share. And even Jake gets to get on the mic a little bit.
Even Jake.
we push him to it, you know.
That's awesome. It looks like so much fun.
It is.
And you guys sound great.
Thank you.
They have a lot of good comments out there. Michael Thomas said, Yep, Julie's got some range, very cool.
Thanks.
Eddie says you're belting it out. He loves it. And yeah, I said, move over, Adele.
Screenshot that one.
Sadesh said, nice groove. Hey, Sadesh.
Hey, Sudesh. Thanks for joining.
Oh, and going back to, Sadesh also says, that's one of the best songs of this afternoon. You're bringing the roof down.
Nice.
Eddie says, great range. These singers are incredible.
Yes, here.
Thank
And
you.
going
Here.
back to where you had asked, what your sound is, Michael Thomas says, salty jazz cross reggae.
Salty.
Salty jazz. All right. Is that like jazz at the seashore? All right. Well, that's
That's
awesome.
definitely cool because, personally, I like a little bit of reggae. I like a little bit of jazz. I like a lot of rock. I feel like you guys, a lot of pop. You guys have really hitting on everything.
Thanks.
Cool.
Just stay away from the country. Who likes that?
I don't think we do.
You're not going to like our next album, Christine.
Yeah. I had to think about that, but no, we
It's a
don't.
tribute to Conway Twitty.
Did you say Kanye Twitty?
No, Conway.
That's what, dude, new band name, Kanye Twitty.
Right, that's it. That's a good name.
So why don't you give us, I have been posting your links and everything, but tell us where we can reach you and then take us out with a song.
All right. It's www.heymarcomusic.com. That's our website, and there are links to every place else. We're at Facebook and Twitter. And
It's all Hey
LinkedIn.
Marco Music.
It's all Hey Marco
Instagrams,
Music.
Twitter, Facebook,
Yeah.
G+.
All Hey Marco Music. So, but thank you for having us, Christine. This is really great. Hopefully, this is the first of many internet shows that we're going to do. And yeah, look at that. There it is.
Cool, thanks.
Woohoo! Like us on Facebook, and if you know folks around West Michigan, anywhere, it's not too far a trip up to Grand Rapids to hear the band play. We're playing quite a bit around, even on the lakeshore this summer. So hopefully we can see you out there. We're going to leave you with our title track from the record called "Give Love." Don't got many things to show you, baby, but I got one thing for you, baby. So one thing, love that means anything anyway. When I see your smiling face, it makes me wanna run and jump and play. Everything's alright when I'm with you. You make me feel brand new. Oh, yes you do, baby. Oh yeah. So I give you one thing that I got. This is the real thing, and I'm not gonna lose it. I'm gonna spread it everywhere I can. And when I see your smiling face, makes me wanna run and jump and play. Everything's alright when I'm with you. You make me feel brand new. Oh yes you do, baby. What a wonderful thing to give love. It'll make your heart sing. Oh, I'm only sure one thing to give love. It's everything. It's everything, yeah. Every time I think about the love that we have, I get chills all up and down my spine. Baby, I gotta give you my love. Ooh, yeah.
when I see your smile, that makes me wanna run and jump and play. Everything's alright, everything's alright. When I'm with you, you make me feel the way.